You know that feeling, right? That sudden, unexpected jolt of pain that shoots through your back, catching you completely off guard. It's like your back has a mind of its own, deciding to remind you of its presence in the most inconvenient moments. Yeah, I know it well. It's a feeling that many of us are all too familiar with, especially during the holiday season. Picture this. Me, a few years back, trying to be the strong one and haul a monster box of holiday decorations down from the attic. It was one of those oversized boxes, filled to the brim with ornaments, lights, and all sorts of festive knickknacks. I thought I could handle it, no problem. But as soon as I lifted it, I felt that familiar twinge in my lower back. Let's just say my back wasn't singing Christmas carols after that. In fact, it felt more like it was screaming in protest. It was one of those aha moments when I realized I needed a new approach to lifting. I couldn't keep relying on brute force and sheer willpower. My back was telling me loud and clear that something had to change. My back was telling me loud and clear that brute force wasn't the answer. I needed to be smarter about how I approached lifting heavy objects, especially during the holiday season when there's so much to do and so many decorations to put up. Turns out, there's a smarter, safer way to lift heavy stuff, and that's what we're talking about today. We're going to explore some techniques and tools that can help you avoid those painful back injuries and make your holiday decorating a lot more enjoyable. So, whether you're lifting boxes of decorations, moving furniture, or just trying to get through the holiday season without throwing out your back, stay tuned. We've got some great tips and tricks coming your way. First, let's talk about proper lifting techniques. It's all about using your legs, not your back. Bend at the knees, keep your back straight, and lift with your legs. This simple adjustment can make a world of difference. Next, consider using lifting tools and aids. There are all sorts of gadgets out there designed to make lifting easier and safer. From lifting straps to dollies, these tools can take a lot of the strain off your back. And finally, don't be afraid to ask for help. Sometimes, the best way to avoid injury is to share the load. Whether it's a family member, a friend, or a professional mover, having an extra set of hands can make all the difference. So, this holiday season, let's lift smarter, not harder, and keep our backs happy and healthy. First things first, forget what you've seen in those weightlifting competitions. We're not going for speed here. Think of it like this. Slow and steady wins the race, especially when it comes to protecting your back. Rushing and jerking is a surefire way to land yourself in a world of hurt. Take a deep breath and let's break it down step by step. We're going for smooth, controlled movements, just like a graceful tortoise carrying its home. Remember, it's all about working smarter, not harder. All right, let's get you in the zone for safe lifting. Imagine you're about to show off your best karate stance. Okay, maybe not a full-on karate pose, but you get the idea. Feet shoulder-width apart, one foot slightly ahead of the other. That's your foundation. Now bend those knees. This is crucial. We want to use the power of those leg muscles, not put all the strain on your back. Think of it like a mini squat before you lift. Trust me, your back will thank you later. Here's a funny image. Imagine you're about to hug a grumpy cat. You'd be cautious, right? You'd hold it close but not too tight, respecting its space. That's exactly the kind of respect we need to give our backs when lifting. Keep the object close to your body as you lift. The further away it is, the more strain you're putting on your back. And remember, no sudden movements. We're going for smooth and controlled, like that grumpy cat is about to unleash its claws if you make a wrong move. Section 5. Walking like a penguin, the art of safe carrying. Okay, you've successfully lifted the object. Now what? This is where the penguin waddle comes in. No, seriously, think about how penguins move, short, shuffling steps, keeping their bodies upright. Keep your back straight, avoid twisting, and take small, deliberate steps. It's not a race. It's about getting from point A to point B without throwing your back out. And remember, twisting is for dancing, not for carrying heavy loads. Section 6. When life gives you heavy, awkward objects. Let's face it, not everything we lift is a perfectly square box. Sometimes we've got to deal with those oddly shaped, bulky items that seem to defy gravity. That's when a little ingenuity comes in handy. Try using a lunge stance for those long, cumbersome objects. It might feel a little strange at first, but it distributes the weight more evenly and takes pressure off your back. And hey, if anyone's watching, you can tell them you're practicing your fencing moves. Section 7. SOS. It's okay to phone a friend or use a dolly. Here's a hard truth. Sometimes, no matter how good our technique is, some things are just too darn heavy to lift alone. You might have the best posture, the strongest muscles, and the most determination, but there are limits to what one person can do. And that's okay. It's important to recognize these limits and not push yourself to the point of injury. And you know what? That's perfectly okay. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, and knowing when to ask for help is a strength in itself. It's a sign of wisdom and self-awareness. There's no shame in asking for help. In fact, it's one of the smartest things you can do. Whether it's a friend, a neighbor, or a family member, reaching out for assistance can make a world of difference. Remember, teamwork makes the dream work and saves your back. When you work together, not only do you share the physical load, but you also share the mental and emotional burden. It becomes a collaborative effort, and the task at hand becomes much more manageable. If you've got a particularly hefty load, don't hesitate to ask a friend, neighbor, or family member to lend a hand. They might be more than willing to help, and it can turn a daunting task into a bonding experience. Plus, it's a great way to strengthen your relationships and build a sense of community. Or better yet, consider using lifting equipment like a hand truck or dolly. These tools are designed to make heavy lifting easier and safer. They can help you move large objects with minimal effort and reduce the risk of injury. Work smarter, not harder. By using the right tools and asking for help when needed, you can accomplish your tasks more efficiently and safely. So next time you face a heavy load, remember, it's okay to phone a friend or use a dolly. Your body will thank you, and you'll get the job done with ease. Section 8. Don't be a hero back. Pain is not a badge of honor. We've all been there, trying to power through a task even when our bodies are screaming for a break. It's a common scenario whether you're at work, at home, or even at the gym. You might think that pushing through the pain is a sign of strength or dedication. But in reality, it's a sign that you're not listening to your body. But when it comes to your back, ignoring those warning signs can have some seriously unpleasant consequences. Listen to your body. Your back is a complex structure of bones, muscles, and other tissues extending from your neck to your pelvis. It supports your body, allows movement, and protects your spinal cord. When you feel pain, it's your body's way of telling you that something is wrong. Ignoring it can lead to chronic issues that might require long-term treatment or even surgery. If you feel any sharp pain, stop lifting immediately. Sharp pain is a clear indicator that you might be causing damage to your muscles, ligaments, or even your spine. Continuing to lift or push through the pain can exacerbate the injury, leading to more severe problems down the line. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Pushing through the pain might seem heroic in the moment, especially if you're trying to meet a deadline or achieve a personal goal. You might think that enduring the discomfort is a testament to your resilience and determination. However, this mindset can be incredibly harmful. Pain is not a challenge to be overcome. It's a signal that something needs attention. But trust me, spending the next few days or weeks hunched over with back spasms is anything but heroic. The recovery process can be long and frustrating, involving rest, physical therapy, and sometimes even medication. It's not just about the physical pain. The emotional and mental toll can be significant as well. So, the next time you feel that twinge in your back, remember, it's not a badge of honor. Take a break, seek help if needed, and give your body the care it deserves. Section 9. Strong core, happy back. Prevention is key. Just like a sturdy foundation supports a house, a strong core is essential for a healthy back. Think of your core muscles as your back's built-in support system. Regular exercise, particularly exercises that target your core and back muscles, can make a world of difference in preventing future injuries. And hey, a stronger core means you'll be rocking those heavy loads like a pro in no time.